This is the solution to WEX 082. Okay. Well, there are how many different kinds of symbols here? There's coefficients, there's A's, they both have A's, there's C's, they both have C's, there's Y's, they both have Y's, and there's X's, but only this one has X's, so no X's are going to be able to come out. Let's deal with the coefficients first. So concerning the coefficients, 50 and 75, the best that can come out of there is 25, so, well, if we factor out 25, then what remains is 2 times a to 9 times c times y squared plus 3 times a to 3 times c times x to 13 times y to 4. Okay, so we dealt with the coefficients. Let's deal with the a's. I see that first term has 9 of them. This one has 3. So the smallest one is the one that's limiting. So 3 a's can come out. That would be 25 a cubed times 2 times, well, because I took 3 from that, there's just 6 of those left. So 6 times c times y squared plus 3, and I took all the a's, so they're just gone. C times x to 13 times y to 4. So a's are dealt with. How about some c's? I see that this one has a c, and that one has a c. Well, that's the same. So that's what can come out. That'd be 25 a cubed c times 2 times a to 6. That c came out, so y squared now, plus 3 times that c came out, so x to 13 y to 4. Now, the coefficients are handled, the a's are handled, the c's are handled, y's. That one has 2 y's to give, that one 4, so the smallest one is what's limiting the whole thing. So that would be 25 multiplied by a cubed multiplied by c multiplied by y squared is what's coming out. Y squared, and then that would be 2 multiplied by a to 6. The y squared came out, so it is just gone. Plus 3 multiplied by x to 13 times y squared. This is the answers. I had to factor it out. But to be clear, this is the GCF. Now, for part B, we want to find two numbers really it's any two reals, but when we're doing this process, this kind of trick, it's almost always the case that we're looking for integers. And we want it to be such that the product is negative 27, and the sum is 6. And by the time this quiz was taken, we knew more about this exercise. But at the time we learned this exercise, we didn't know, we weren't so familiar with the word monic. But I do want to point out that this polynomial is monic, which means more or less that this is the easy kind. I'll put scare quotes around easy. When the leading coefficient is not 1, then that makes the problem more difficult. Well, let's try some things. So how about how about we try 27 and -1. The product of those is -27, but the sum is 26. Oh, so that's not what we wanted. So how about I don't know, 3 and 9. 3 and 9. Well, this one fails on 2 counts because that product, the product of those is 27. It's not even -27. So really that one, you should catch yourself and not even consider that. But even if you didn't notice that, the sum is still 12. So it's out. Well, how about 3 and -9? Now it really is negative. Product is -27, but now the sum is -6. So that's no good. But we can switch the negatives around and say, oh, we found it. Yay. Found it. Therefore, we found 2 numbers whose product is -27, whose sum is 6. Therefore, w squared plus 6w minus 27 is w minus 3 multiplied by w plus 9.